did a 3-night show.
Oh,
where it was coming on for 3 nights, but
Right.
they only had time for one day.
Oh.
And so they filmed them all in one day, and they did like we do. And they changed shirts in between episodes.
Secrets out.
nobody's gonna care.
No one's going to
No
care
one's
at
gonna
all.
care at all.
No,
This will be the only time we even bring it up, I'm sure.
probably.
Probably.
It's just smart.
But we needed a new shirt after that last episode,
Yeah, dude, you sweated quite a bit.
and threw up and snotted.
Go watch the We Got Bean Boozled episode. Do that.
Awful.
I thought it was Boozled Bean.
Boozled beans, bean boozled, bamboozled.
I'm not doing it again.
Ken got just straight boozled.
All the way.
Every single
All the
one
way.
of them.
Ken did not get a good jelly bean at all.
The whole.
I still taste the fish. I still taste it. I'm trying. Like I've got like 2 sips of Mountain Dew left. I'm trying to save it because
When you gargled the Mountain Dew, dude. Oh my goodness. Okay.
it's still on this side. Anyway, yeah, let's go.
Okay. So today we're talking about some movies.
Hey.
And who wants to start? Who wants to start with favorite movies? What's your favorite movie?
Mine? Probably Passenger is on the top.
Passengers.
Passengers.
Plural. There's 2 of them.
That is true.
I think
3 if you count the robot.
With Chris Pratt and what is her name?
Shit, Hunger Games. What in the world?
I
Jennifer
know-
Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh! How did
Did
we
I
all
watch
just?
I don't know.
Dude.
The only thing that was
I
popping
know I
in my
have
head.
Great.
it. I know I have it, but I don't
It
know
is
if I
actually
watched it.
real. It's very well written.
What's cool about it? So Rachel, the wife, she liked it too because it tickles the fancy of both space and romance. So like, there's really bad space problems happening in the movie, but it's also a romance story. So like,
I'm thinking
it
of,
scratches that itch on both ends.
Yeah, I'm not as big on the romance part. I just like the space, like I guess the part where you're able to go to another planet, all
Dude,
that, start over.
The idea of that
to
sounds
me,
cool.
Like there's another show.
I was thinking of Voyagers.
It's called. As far as shows go, there's this show called Mars, and it's about when they act like this group that actually goes to Mars, and like I think it's like the year 2039 or something like that. They go start colonizing it. Everything. It is pretty cool. Too.
You were deep into the whole space thing, weren't you?
Yeah, I've always been fascinated by it.
Me too.
But then didn't think too much about if we really went to the moon.
But didn't give it much thought. I can't believe you. Go
about-
watch that episode.
What about Earth? You think it's flat? Let's not derail. Let's not derail.
Let's
I mean,
not
there
go
are-
there.
let's-
I'm not
let's
ready
not-
to hear the I'm out.
He said, "I'm not ready for that yet."
No, I thought you
So-
when you said that, I thought you were talking about Voyagers. That came out around the same time.
I
Did
think
you
it
watch
is.
that one? It's about. Did you watch it?
Is that a show or a movie?
A movie. It's got.
Oh, it is a movie. For some reason, I was thinking it was a show.
Well, I know there's Star Trek Voyagers, right?
Dude,
I don't know.
let's not talk about Star Trek.
No. Well, no. I got a point.
Oh, that
No,
sucks.
Voyagers. It's about this. Like they found a second Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to take them a whole generation to get to the new Earth.
Okay.
So it's just one dude and then a bunch of teenagers by the time they're on the ship. And
That's weird.
no, it's nothing like that. But actually, it does.
Whoa!
Now that you think about it,
And cut.
it's a weird no. It's a weird kind of thing. So their whole job.
Oh wait, it's got the guy that plays from Moon Knight. The
I don't know.
what's his name?
No, I don't think it's him.
No.
It's somebody. I don't know. Girls like him.
Gonna look it up.
Anyway.
I'm gonna be that guy that pulls my phone out on a podcast.
Anyway, the whole point of it is the kids have to grow up, repopulate, to raise another generation to make it because the Earth is so far away.
Oh, it's Colin.
And then they-
Let me see.
Yeah,
Farrell.
Colin Farrell.
He played Bullseye from the Daredevil movie.
Yeah, so
That's
Their-
a sweet callback.
their
How
whole
about that?
job is to repopulate enough times to get to where they're going, the new Earth. and they're all specific, like they can't have any diseases or anything like that.
Yeah, that'd be kind of silly.
It's weird.
Yeah, I never watched that, Ken.
I thought that's what you were talking about at first.
No. Passengers is definitely better than that.
Passengers is cool. So, or you know what? It's your favorite movie. I'll let you talk about it.
I mean, I don't care either way. But so basically, they I don't want to say they were cryogenically. They weren't cryogenically frozen, but they were basically put in this like hyper chamber and put to sleep. So they weren't supposed to wake up until they reached the new destination. All right. So Chris Pratt plays this guy. Something malfunctions with his hyper chamber.
An asteroid
Yeah,
field. It passed through an asteroid field, and it ruined the
See,
ship.
this is why we play off of each other here. So, yep, did something to the ship. His pod malfunctioned. He wakes up. He thinks he's, getting to meet all these people now, whatnot. Come to find out, he goes and talks to the robotic bartender, and then he figures out that he's basically on the ship alone. He goes for a year, and then he decides to wake up.
Sidebar real quick. The trip altogether is supposed to be a 90-year trip, and he woke up after year 10.
Oh.
So
he's
still
alone.
had.
He's
So the
alone.
He's
chambers-
alone.
The chambers are supposed to keep them from aging.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah. So
And keep them from waking up.
the science behind it, or the science they chose, because obviously there's no real science to back it up that we know of. It shuts off their metabolic activity.
Yeah.
So their body doesn't need to process. Honestly, because it shocks them back to life, it essentially kills them, but keeps their body in a state where it doesn't decompose.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's a really cool
That'd be
idea.
cool if that was real.
So then he
Right?
goes for about a year by himself. It starts, I guess, driving him crazy a little bit. So then he
grows a
decides,
super big man
Right.
beard and his hair like
he looks like
Like
a
Tom
cave-
Hanks from
like,
Castaway,
right,
dude.
like he looks like a whole caveman.
Wait, if that's what he looks like, if it's stopping him from aging,
No.
This is
He woke
after
up.
he
This is
woke
after he
up.
woke up.
oh,
Yeah, we're after he woke up now.
Dude, he spent a year by himself.
A whole year.
Yeah.
So
So
then he
like depression
decides.
hit him and like
Yeah. So then he starts looking through all these profiles. They have everybody that's on the
oh,
ship.
he got the top pick
And he,
and unfroze her. That's
he
what
did.
happened.
That's exactly what he looked at.
he said he
Literally,
got a top
literally,
I can't. He was like swipe.
literally, though.
Oops.
So they had these videos, like their profile had these videos, and that's literally what he did. He was watching all
he
their
fell in love with
attributes.
her biography videos.
He's like gonna trip and accidentally hit one of the
So-
hoses in the back of the Oops.
So then
No,
he goes
he
and
fought
wakes.
the urge for a while.
Yeah, he fought
the
it for a while,
Well,
but then,
because you're basically giving someone a death sentence when you do that. So like
Yeah.
it did weigh heavy on him.
yeah. So on his birthday, he went and woke her up.
Then he picks.
Well, after he attempted suicide, he was
picks-
about to
Yeah.
kill himself.
So he did try to off himself by about letting his spacesuit detach from the ship and fly out into space. But then he comes back in. He decides otherwise. Then on his birthday, he goes and wakes Jennifer
on his
Lawrence.
birthday,
Drunk on his birthday, goes and wakes
and
Jennifer
he picks
Lawrence
the
up.
top genes to destroy.
Anyways, so nonetheless,
You got a thing for Jennifer Lawrence, dude?
Huh?
You calling Jennifer Lawrence top genes? Dude?
Well, if he picked her out of everybody else, I didn't see the movie.
You need to watch it. So then after he
I
picks
probably
her or
will.
whatever, long story short, they start dating, whatever. It's been a while. Well, then he's going to propose to her. The robot at the bar accidentally tells her that he woke her up, that Chris Pratt woke her up.
No,
Then
it
she-
wasn't an accident, actually.
Well, actually-
I love that part.
I-
Because the way it plays out, because it's exactly what a robot would do. So
yeah,
he
he kind of
he
I don't
tells
wanna
the
say-
robot, you cannot tell her that I woke her up. And for like a long time, he
didn't.
didn't. And then
All of a
finally,
sudden-
they're talking about how they talk to each other all the time. And Chris Pratt was like, yeah, I don't hide anything from her. And she said that. And the robot looked at Chris Pratt and was like, oh, really? And he goes, yeah, dude. And he goes, you heard the lady. And then he walked away to go to the bathroom. And because he basically got his okay to talk about it, he went, I'm so glad he chose you, or something like that.
Right.
And she went, wait, what?
We'll see what happened.
Yeah, and then
was
she gets mad, and they don't talk for like
your
ever in
Tinder
eternity.
profile was still active.
And then, then something happened, and they end up coming back together, and so
And they wake
forth.
up Morpheus,
Yeah,
the
and
guy who played Morpheus in Matrix. I forget
yeah.
his name.
So they had to wake up the ship's captain.
Lawrence
And y'all
Fishburne.
gonna
Or
tell
no,
me the whole movie?
wait. Did
Yeah, we can't tell them the
Yeah.
whole
Want
thing.
to tell me the whole
so?
thing?
Nonetheless, I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but we'll stop there. But that I can't remember.
They have to fix real
Wait,
space
no,
problems.
Didn't his pod malfunction too? the captains.
Yeah, overtime. Well, yeah, you learned that in the movie.
Anyway, so yeah, and that's where we're gonna leave it. But it's a really good, solid movie. However, their first date on that ship was a space date. Literally, he took her out into space.
It was cool. Imagine if you could do that.
Well, look, here's nothing.
No, but like you're passing by like the Andromeda,
Planets
like
and
gas clouds, and
Well, yeah.
all the stars and the
Right.
Be cool.
and they were outside of the spaceship in suits attached to the ship.
I mean, I'm more of a Mexican restaurant kind of guy.
No, Ken is more like Jessup used to have a Mexican restaurant that was also a Japanese restaurant for
They
some.
still do.
It was,
They still do.
I thought they
there's
separated.
two of them now.
I thought they separated.
There's two. There's El Dorados that does that, and there's Habaneros. Lost
weird.
Yeah.
I thought they separated the
We actually went there this week. They did.
Thanks for the invite,
dude.
Ken.
You
It
go
was a
there
date.
when you have tequilas right there, dude.
It's before Beetlejuice. Oh,
I don't know. No,
Speaking
no,
of
Beetlejuice.
El Dorados is actually really good though.
Okay.
Beetlejuice. We gotta talk about that for a minute.
Go ahead.
I love the
Have
old
you ever
movie.
watched it?
Oh
Nope.
yeah, it's so good.
You've never watched Beetlejuice?
Nope.
Well, then this is gonna be pointless. But I'll tell you,
Yes, tell me.
it did not feel like a cheap sequel.
I love that.
It was.
They probably did
Just
right
as-
by having all the same actors come back.
They did.
That's
It was great.
like having Winona Ryder come back. Like, dude,
the same charm of the original. How they filmed
love
it.
that.
Like the claymation. Very little CGI.
Now, just answer me one question.
Uh-huh.
Answer me one question. Obviously, one of the actors couldn't come back because he's no longer with us. But did they bring back Gina Davis from the couple? The original couple that died in the first one?
They're not in it, but there's a reason.
Okay.
But are you talking? Who are you talking about? Who's
Bill Pullman.
Oh, I thought you meant
He has since passed on.
I thought you meant the other guy, the husband.
Yeah.
That's not his name.
No. Oh, no. The husband from the couple that died.
No. I'm talking about the husband of the lady from Home Alone.
Yeah. They brought him back?
No, I thought he was dead. No, he's a registered offender now.
Oh.
But they did great in the movie by they didn't replace
Not including him.
Yes, but it's great what they did.
Okay.
It was
I forget who played.
because
the
I thought
husband.
he died, and then I saw an article.
Who was it?
I forget his Johnny something. But anyway, how they made that movie, it feels the same as watching the original one. It's not like it doesn't feel like a cheap
Sequel.
doesn't feel like it's a cash grab.
Right.
It feels the same charm, same humor, everything. I loved it. Chastity loved it too.
Oh. Wait.
Redhead dude?
Oh, it wasn't Bill Pullman. Oh, now I know why they didn't bring that dude back.
Yeah.
The husband that died was Alec Baldwin.
Huh? He's not dead.
What?
Alec Baldwin wasn't in it?
In the original.
I don't remember him being in the
He was the husband that died.
What are you talking about?
The couple that dies in the original one. The dead couple that Winona Ryder is talking to in the movie.
That's Alec Baldwin?
That's Alec Baldwin.
Let me look this up. I don't believe it.
Look it up, dude. I'm looking at IMDb quite literally right now.
Yup. So while Ken's looking up, Tony, tell us about your favorite movie.
Oh, dude, Interstellar, man.
That was him. Wait, I didn't tell you my favorite movie.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead.
No. You wanted to steal it? Go ahead.
Well, I think it would be surprising. I know you know what my favorite movie is. I know you know what it is.
Hold on. I got to think about this.
I know his is Interstellar.
Go ahead, Ken.
You got to think about it. I
Hold
know
on.
everybody's going to be surprised that it's not something else. You know what it's not. A franchise, I should say. You know it's not a certain franchise.
The Twilight?
It's not Star Wars. I'm not as big a Star Wars fan as what people think.
That's a shock.
I'm really not.
Oh, I knew that one. I wouldn't have guessed Star Wars. Why am I... Dude, you're going to have to tell me.
It's Lord of the Rings.
Oh, duh.
yeah.
Well, my...
Look,
dude, I'm
look at
quitting.
this.
I'm quitting. Bye.
This is it.
That's it.
I got the One Ring.
I feel like I knew that too.
Dude, I literally send him Lord of the Rings memes all the time,
all
too.
the time, even today. I think.
Even today. that one.
Yeah, I
was
think I knew
funny.
that as well. Yeah, that is a good trilogy.
But people would be surprised. It's not Star Wars. Like it's not even in my top.
Dude, it's so funny how people correlate you with Star Wars.
I don't.
So many people do that.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love Star Wars.
Right.
I've fallen off the past few years, like those TV shows.
man.
I haven't watched like 3 or 4 of them, but I don't know how it happened. I think I told somebody I like Star Wars once, and then
Boom.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like it, but I'm not like a super fan. Not like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you love Lord of the Rings way more.
I do.
Yeah,
Love it.
that's a good
In
trilogy.
fact, I used to make fun of Ken all the time because he didn't watch Harry Potter for religious reasons. But I'm like, but you watched Lord of the Rings?
Right.
Oh, Harry
What
Potter's
sense
good
does
now.
that
I've done.
You sinner!
I've done open that door. It's not my favorite though.
It's a good series, though.
Yeah.
It is.
It's a great series. It's a good story.
Yeah.
I feel like they did write that one very well, or the movie lines.
Not really. If you look further into it, it's just Star Wars.
Well, yeah. No, I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Harry
have you
Potter.
seen that theory?
Harry Potter and
It's
Star
just
Wars.
Star Wars.
It's the exact same.
It's like the exact
Shut
story.
up.
Dude, think about it. Think about
Yeah,
it.
go ahead, because you probably remember it more than I do.
So, okay,
Starts out the
orphan kid lives with aunt and uncle, right? A old wizard guy comes and tells him, "Hey, you're a wizard," and takes him with him. Obi-Wan Kenobi, Hagrid, right? Dude, the lines are crossing. Boo.
it keeps going.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Oh, and the difference that I came up with was, his father is not the bad guy.
Right.
But I can't think of the other connections that there were.
There was a bunch.
Oh, and their powers are involved somehow with some kind of stick. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. There's a lot of. If you look it up, there's several.
there's so many
connections, but
correlations.
I don't remember off the top
But
of my
here's the
head.
thing: how would J.K. Rowling get by with that?
It's not enough.
It's not. It's just coincidences.
It's
Oh,
because so many
gotcha.
things. Nothing's original anymore.
yeah.
Nothing in.
Yeah. There's that.
Oh, that is true. Nothing's new under the sun.
Dude, I'll have to look it up and tell you guys later, but there's some kind of like celebrities had talked about it recently about why they're only making sequels
Right.
and doing instead of, a new story, they're doing Toy Story 5 now, and like nobody does anything new anymore.
Yeah, but that one looks interesting. Toy
I don't
Story
know. I
5.
feel like they should have
Dude, let it
stopped after.
go,
Yeah.
man.
I agree. Let it go. But did you see what it's about though?
No.
It's about kids and tablets and how they're losing focus with toys. It's like all the social media and the electronics taking over. That's what it's about.
I am surprised at that.
And
because
AI.
that
AI too.
seems a little anti-woke, which is weird for Disney.
Yeah, but it's also about AI because there's like an army of buzzes. It's kind of like small soldiers. They're like alive. Yeah, it looks
Okay,
good.
it might be
I
good.
don't know. I feel like they should have stopped after like the
Oh,
third one.
They
Quentin
should've stopped after
Tarantino.
3.
Quentin
Yeah.
3
Tarantino was the guy
perfect.
that talked about
Four
it.
was
Yeah.
4 was horrible.
3 was where they should have ended it.
Quentin Tarantino did an interview where he's like, I didn't watch 4. He's like, why would I? The story ended at 3.
Yeah.
Well, why do I need to watch? He's like, it was great. 1, 2, 3 were awesome. Why do I need to watch anymore?
Personally, for me, they could have stopped at 2, and I would have been all right.
3 though,
I did like
About-
3 because it gave them an ending.
almost.
Yeah,
cried
that
in
is
the
true.
theater.
Andy went off to college. What?
I almost cried in the theater for 3.
Dude, it was
Yeah.
Stop.
Dude, when they were about to die
they were
together in
about
the
to
furnace.
die.
Oh my!
In that
Oh,
furnace,
dude,
they were about to melt.
yes,
Wait,
sir.
Did
yes,
you
sir.
Cry, did you cry with the movie Up?
No, but the older I get,
I cried more.
the worse it gets.
I
Like,
cried more to the movie Inside Out
I never
Dude.
watched that one.
when the imaginary friend sacrifices himself to save Joy.
Let's talk about that.
my
Let's.
goodness,
Okay, we're all guys.
bro.
What's some movies that you've cried on? And I got one.
Ooh,
Me and Tony, they made fun of us. We went with our wives. We
Oh,
watched
man.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh my
the Queen movie.
gosh.
Me and Tony's crying in the theater. Dead
Boo,
serious.
boo-hooing,
And they're
dude.
looking at us like
That was
What's
that was
going on?
probably the start to them.
we were just.
them thinking that we loved each other.
We do love each
That
other.
was probably where that started.
We do love each other. isn't it?
Oh
But no, it was sad when he found out he had AIDS.
man, they sold that.
That movie.
They sold it.
And that's my favorite band too, ever. So like,
That's both of us.
I didn't know that
I've
was
cried.
your favorite band.
I've cried at a
You never
couple of
asked.
movies.
I never asked.
I could have told you that.
I
It's the
never
only
knew that.
band in the world that has touched almost all the genres.
Yeah.
Dude.
And not only that, but had #1 singles in all those genres.
Queen is
And
amazing.
did
They
you know?
are.
We're totally rabbit trailing off what we're supposed to talk about. But here's a fun fact about Queen: every member of the band of Queen, the original band, they all are on the list of top songwriters of the world because they all of them have 3 or more #1 hit singles that they wrote.
Oh, nice.
Every single member of the band.
Dang.
There's no other band that's like that.
They're so
Queen was great, though.
Influential. Then my favorite, I know this is off, but it's a fun fact. My favorite modern band is called The Darkness. Their drummer is the son of Queen's drummer.
I
Gotcha.
didn't know that. That's cool.
And the Queen is their favorite band.
Dude, honestly,
That's why
he
they're
sings
so-
so high, I feel like they could cover some solid Queen songs.
Well, you know I'm obsessed with that band.
Oh, yeah.
If you go through and listen to it, you can hear Queen throughout
Oh,
all
yeah,
their,
of
all their
course.
albums.
Dude, I believe in a thing called Love sounds like...
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like it could have been written by Queen.
If you
Check
ever
them out.
listen to the second album, One Way Ticket to Hell and Back, that is Queen. I'm serious.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. One-way ticket to hell and back?
It's about cocaine. It's
But
not
even still, like, it's the...
one way ticket.
The sentence makes no sense.
I know that's the
One
point.
way, there and back. What?
It's because of cocaine. Because it's like but then he's really back. He gets back. I guess it was a thing. It was when he was strung out.
Jeez.
Because they broke up right after that because he was so strung out. Their lead singer, not Queen, The Darkness.
You could tell by watching the music videos that he was certainly
He-
struggling
he's
with some
completely
addictions.
he's completely sober now. Like no alcohol, no drugs.
In the I Believe a Thing Called Love video, I'm pretty sure you see him like stretch in like a weird like dance move, and his rib cage is just like, yeah.
Anyway, that got weird.
That got real weird. Movies.
Did y'all
So-
ever
Oh,
crying movies? We
Oh
love
yeah,
crying
yeah.
movies.
So
Hold
we
on.
were crying
Oh,
So
about-
I
dude.
wanted to ask y'all: have y'all ever watched A Star Is Born? Did you ever
Oh,
watch
yeah.
That was a
of
good movie.
course.
that was one that did get me when
When
she
she found
came
Bradley
home
Cooper.
and found
Yeah.
him.
The only reason why
I literally sat there and I was like,
the only reason why it didn't hit me is because that's now the 3rd iteration of A Star Is Born, and I already knew.
well,
I
that was the
expecting
only
it.
that was the only time I had ever seen. I had
Yeah.
never seen that movie
Yeah.
up until Gaga and Bradley Cooper did it.
It was
So
sad. It was
That
very sad.
that hit me. I'll
Although-
tell you another one I did. I ain't gonna lie, and it gets me because it hits close to home. But when they did the live action Lion King and Mufasa died,
That movie sucked.
Dude, are you
That
serious?
movie was terrible.
Oh my
But-
gosh!
Add that to my
man.
list of movies I don't like.
Joshua!
have you ever had a parent die? Ah,
Wow!
Now, why you go there?
Wow!
I just said because it hit personal for
Wow.
me. That specific part hit personal for me, so I did cry at that one.
They didn't die the same way though.
No, but it still hits home with losing a parent, dude.
Man, you could have.
Oh no, I'm gonna get dark with that one. Since you want to rag Lion King, now I will say,
No, that movie, that live
I
action
will
was
say-
awful.
Terrible.
but I've cried at the cartoon one too when
okay,
he
well
dies.
that's perfectly.
But yes, the
understandable.
cartoon is the
I
superior
cried
one.
on the
I
live
will
action one
agree
just
to
'cause
that.
how bad it was.
Let me tell you,
I-
I was actually satisfied with Seth Rogen doing the voice, the talking voice of Pumbaa. They should have got someone else to do the singing voice.
Dude, I only cried because I spent money on movie tickets. That movie sucked.
You just wasted 2 hours of your life, and you're
That was
never going
worse-
to get that back.
That was worse than that Mary Poppins.
Dude, honestly, my least
I
favorite
never
movie
went to
for
see
what
that
we're
one.
talking about tonight might change to that because of how bad it was.
I don't know. I think I don't know.
Dude,
Yeah,
Will
I mean,
Smith's
I will-
Genie was better than the live-action Lion King.
I will say
I
I
like
did
that
not
one.
enjoy the movie as a whole. It was just
They
that
took all-
specific part
They
that got
took
me.
all the magic out of it. Is
Yeah.
why it was so
yeah,
terrible.
Yeah.
absolutely.
There was nothing colorful.
Yep.
There was nothing fun. It was
Yeah, it was just all this
You
bland.
might as well just
boring-
watch a
documentary
National
and put
Geographic.
voiceovers.
Right.
Exactly. That would have been funny. You ever seen, you ever
Snoop
seen
Dogg?
Snoop Dogg?
So on that note, they're coming out.
I knew exactly where you were going.
On
We
that
gotta eat
note,
this lion.
I think it's this year, the beginning of next year. They're coming out with one specifically about Mufasa's
Mufasa.
beginning.
I ain't watching
I'm
it.
No.
I'm curious to know how that one's gonna. I'm kind of curious to see how that's gonna
It's gonna
play
go
out.
the same
Well,
way.
I mean, yeah, but I want to know his begin. I want to
I
know how
already
they're gonna.
question your judgment. So there's that.
Dude, question my judgment on Passenger.
Hold on, because I got one that Ken is absolutely going to agree with, crying. Okay?
Okay.
When Aragorn tells the hobbits that you bow to no man.
Oh. At the end of Return of the King.
Dude, he doesn't
You
even...
cried at that, dude?
He doesn't even have to say the words. When he goes, my friends, I'd start to lose it.
It's a touch. Dude, it's a representation of Jesus. Go watch that movie and tell me it ain't. The
Ken,
Return of the
that
King.
movie.
The Return of the King.
Bro.
That didn't hit me like that.
Well, you need to
Because
go
you
back
have
and
no
watch it.
feelings.
Well, you over there watching Mufasa. Watching some Lion King.
Please
man.
hold as I show feelings.
I'm telling...
Insert crying here. If only I had some eye drops just to like...
Remind me of that dude from TikTok.
Oh, my God.
Hurricane guy.
All right, Tony.
Okay.
man.
Favorite movie. We rabbit trailed like crazy.
We really did.
Favorite movie. Mine, rapid fire, Interstellar. In my opinion, it's the greatest movie ever invented. Not just because of the story, but Hans Zimmer showed out in that movie.
I had to go watch it.
You've never seen it?
Nope.
I watched it after he told me about it. It's a good movie.
I have to go watch it. Is it on Prime?
I mean, I don't know why it's your
maybe.
favorite.
Dude,
But it's-
no, talk about another movie that makes you cry, dude.
It's a great movie, though.
So, it's Matthew McConaughey, right? I wonder if that's picking up in the mic.
I was wondering.
Police
that too.
sirens. You might hear it. I don't know. We live in the ghetto. No, we don't.
We really don't.
Um,
That's across the train tracks.
no, it's Matthew McConaughey, right? And he's going on a mission to save Earth, which Earth is dying.
Right.
They're trying to find, which is kind of funny that our favorite movies so
All
far
kinda
like
line up.
have involved finding a new home. Well, his daughter and him like have this very special relationship. And then throughout the movie, he's on this mission where like they get close to another planet, and there's something called the theory of relativity that comes from Einstein that says the higher gravitational pull that you get in planets far away, the faster time moves, while the further away from Earth you are.
Right.
They get close to this planet that's near what's called Gargantua, which is the name of the black hole that they traveled through to get to where they were going, or a wormhole, not really a black hole. And because they were so close to Gargantua, the gravitational pull made time move so fast where when he comes back from that planet, the last message received from his kids, they were grown. So he missed their whole life.
You also got to touch on the soundtrack.
The soundtrack, though, dude, Hans Zimmer. I wish I could play it, dude. I would love to have the rights to play that right
does
now.
sound
Just
good, though.
It's. I think it's Hans Zimmer. So okay, Hans Zimmer did like the movie, the music to Lion King. He did the music to all sorts of different stuff. He did the music for Inception.
I don't know if I've ever seen that either.
Oh, dude, what are you doing?
I haven't seen that one.
But you want to watch Mufasa, and you haven't seen these great movies?
Listen,
I
was expecting the live action Lion King to be great, and it disappointed me
Oh, yeah.
wholheartedly.
Should have, 'cause
that's
it's
the only reason I went
terrible.
was to see them.
Terrible.
It was
Anyways.
not good. Anyways,
Hans
moving on.
Zimmer's come out with some fantastic movie scores, but in my opinion, Interstellar the
was
movie
good.
scores are just unbeatable.
My favorite scores are always by Danny Elfman.
Danny
Tim
Elfman's
Burton.
got good stuff.
Anything Tim Burton.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. I'm not a big Tim Burton fan, I will say. We were talking about Beetlejuice earlier. I love Beetlejuice. Great. He's done a couple of things that I do like. Like, I like the Tim Burton Batmans. Don't care what anyone says.
Oh, I love those.
Dude, I love the Tim Burton Batmans.
I don't care. People hate them so much. I loved them.
Right.
They were good.
I felt like I was watching a comic book.
I'd still prefer those over the new ones. I don't care. I'll still fight somebody over that.
We can absolutely.
I mean, the Dark
agree
Knight.
to
The
disagree.
Dark Knight. You can't really beat that.
The Dark Knight series, you mean?
No, I'm talking about the Dark Knight.
Really?
The Heath Ledger one.
Oh,
I'm not
you're
saying-
right. The first one was Batman Begins.
not
You're
saying
right.
it's-
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's better than that one.
Yeah, the
but,
Heath Ledger
but
Joker.
if I'm gonna watch any, I'm gonna watch the Tim Burton ones.
I can't believe they even attempted the Joker again after that.
Well, it wasn't with that movie.
I know, but I'm just saying, like after Heath Ledger passed away, and they moved on and used Jared Leto, which a great musician.
I liked him.
You
as Joker.
liked him, really?
I like that version. of
Okay,
Joker.
you know what? I did like his laugh. That
I just like that version of Joker. I think the problem is people tried to compare Jokers, and you can't do that.
Dude, the reason why I didn't like it is because he looked like just like a weird barista from California.
Well, you are from California, so you would
Dude,
know.
it just
Well,
like,
what'd you think about the other Joker? Phoenix. What's his name?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh, phenomenal.
That was amazing,
Phenomenal.
and that was a different type of Joker.
Yeah.
You got to look at the Joker or any one of these characters for what they are. Like, I didn't think Ben Affleck was a bad Batman.
I
liked him.
I will stand on a hill telling everyone that he was the best one.
I like him. I think they should have given him a whole movie.
That's the reason why they didn't is because ticket sales, man. They weren't selling anything because MCU,
It's a shame.
Disney owns Marvel and just ruined everything for everyone else.
That's true.
To be honest, because people watch the DC movies and they expect it to be Marvel-esque, but they're not going in.
They're not there yet either.
Well, not even that, but DC Comics are historically like darker and not as fun as Marvel.
Yeah, Batman's super dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't get that.
It's just I mean I love the DC movies, dude. I think they're great. Even with Amber Heard and her bed tricks.
Now, if we're talking about Batman, I still prefer. I guess because I grew up with, I still prefer the ones with George Clooney.
Well, now you're just wrong. He
I
played.
didn't
He was
say
a
I
good. He was a
didn't
good
like
Bruce
Ben
Wayne.
Affleck.
He was
that
a
one.
bad Batman.
I don't think he was a bad Batman. I think they did as well as they could at that time.
Yeah,
But
was he nipple Batman?
Yep.
Why'd they have to add his nipples?
Yeah, that was so weird.
that must have been a thing of the
had
90s.
to have
Because
armor
if you
for
go
his
back
nipples.
and watch like some of the shows from that time period and the movie, like it's consistent with.
Josh would know.
I'm just trying to think of who wore suits that had nipples on the suits.
No, I'm talking about the whole nipple showing thing. Like it, even in normal clothes. If you go back and watch, just go back and watch some of the stuff. From
Dude,
the
sometimes
early
that just
2000s.
happent while filming.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
No,
it was
this
a thing.
dude-
Can't help the
in
temperature.
This dude had armor.
Had armor
with
that had
nipples
I know
in it.
that I'm aware
That's
of.
not-
Dude, this
I've
is a
seen
mud
those.
pie situation all over again.
No, I'm just saying they probably did that because
just working
it was
with the tools they
common.
had at that time, dude.
It was really cold.
Probably was.
Yeah,
Truth be
Mr.
known.
Freeze. Was that the same movie?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
There were a couple of them.
Mr.
Batman
No,
Forever.
but what I'm saying
Batman
is
Forever.
they may have done that to mimic, like, I don't know. But I can give you go back and watch Friends.
Go back and watch what?
Never mind. Just
Friends?
never mind.
But there's a difference when
I know we're talking about
Hold
a
on,
suit.
hold
I'm
on,
not that
hold-
stupid.
I'm not
like
saying
I'm really
you are.
not that stupid.
I'm, not
I'm
saying
literally
you
not.
Are.
I know what we're talking about.
Josh,
Tony,
calm down.
I know
Calm
what we're
down.
talking about. I knew we were talking about the suit, but I was saying
No,
that was part of
Nipple
the.
Man.
Basically, that was a part of that time era.
But here's
So many shows.
here's where I see the difference. The difference that I see is one, like there was no choice made. The suits, there was a choice made of adding the nipples, and that's why it's weird.
I mean, granted, yeah, but I'm saying maybe it was to. I don't know. Maybe
mean, it
to
wasn't-
mimic normal body function. I don't know.
It wasn't. Wait, they did.
Do your nipples not just stick out when it's cold, dude?
Mine do all the time because I haven't
Dude,
lost
even
weight.
when I'm warm.
But they didn't make armor for
I don't
other.
have that problem.
They didn't make armor for other parts.
Oh, true.
Make it obvious.
Hey.
Obviously.
Let's just move. TV shows.
Hold on.
Wait,
hold
I
on.
am curious. Go ahead.
Least favorite movie.
Notebook or Titanic?
Really? Least?
I just hate.
Wow.
I hate watching both of them.
Least.
They're great. but I hate watching them.
Wow.
No book is too sad. I hope that never happens.
That's pretty sad.
And
Yeah,
then
that one is
Titanic.
sad. That
Titanic.
is
I just
sad.
don't understand why Titanic is a great movie, but it's like a celebration. Not really a celebration. I'm wording that wrong. But they took something historic and turned it into a love story, and it just like, dude, that's a massive.
Well, if they
gravesite.
if they didn't add a story to it, then it'd just be another
Right.
documentary.
It'd just be another documentary
true.
of the Titanic.
But she could have saved him.
I will say.
I think we all agree on that. We
that's
all
dumb.
agree on it.
That's the whole movie, dumb. Just because of that.
Well, honestly, I
It's
think
good.
the reason he was trying to be all chivalrous and all
there
this,
was room, Rose.
There was definitely room though.
There's like,
But I saw in an interview,
there's
not
like 2 good scenes. In
probably
that movie.
like
I'm talking about.
I saw an
breaking.
I saw an
Ship's
interview.
The
a
dude
couple-
that falls and hits the propeller. I
that
laugh every
part,
time.
that part right there gets me every single time.
Dong in nomine Patris.
You gotta quit with
And then the
Latin.
guy drinking.
If you
and
summon
then the guy
someone-
drinking.
Dude, do you know what in nomine Patris means?
No.
It's Christian. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna
Okay,
look it up.
And then the dude drinking on the back of the ship as it's going under the water. He just said,
It's in the name of the Father. In nomine Patris means in the name of the Father,
"In
Okay.
the nombre de
So you
Jesus."
might summon some angels then instead of.
which is fine.
Oh, we need him in this room.
Which is fine.
But yes, we all concur that there was room on that headboard. But he was doing it to be a good man and all this. But
You know what I thought was sadder?
but honestly, hold on. Here's my thing.
Oh.
If she truly loved him the way that she said that she loved him, why would you not pull him on that headboard?
And
with
then-
you? So you just let him just
No, then it gets worse.
She said she never let go. And she
never,
did.
and she did.
It gets worse. That necklace that could have paid off our kid's mortgage or whatever. She just oops.
Oh,
She
just
did that.
dumb.
She did that to make a point.
yeah, but
she
it could have
did
helped
up-
her family.
I mean, she made a big point, though. I mean,
Yeah, drop this movie like I did this necklace. That's the point.
and then she just died. Then she just laid in the bed and just.
And died.
No, truthfully,
And you know, there was a lot of controversy over that too, like whether she was actually sleeping and just dreaming about it, or if she actually died.
oh, what if she had dementia or something? It was just a
She
thing.
did not have no dementia. She straight up looked.
dude, I just got a random like back flavor of the wet dog jelly bean.
Yum.
I told you that come back.
But I saw an interview not long ago, or a couple of years back. I say not long ago, but Kate Winslet actually said that she wishes she wouldn't have done that movie. She didn't like the way that she did it.
It gave her like one of her best friendships though on the planet.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
I've
her
seen
and
videos of her
her
and
and
Leo,
Leo
like-
have been doing movies together ever since then.
I truthfully don't know what a movie is that I absolutely hate. Without
I have a few.
actually a Snow Globe movie that Chastity watches every Christmas. I hate that movie. You don't know what it is. It's a cheap ABC Family movie, but it's horrible. Go ahead.
Mine is a few.
List
Almost might be a series. I don't like the old Disney princess movies. I can't stand them.
That's fair.
I've lived my whole life that way,
That's fair.
and I still to this day I would watch it if my daughter wanted to watch it, but
I don't think they're as good as what they're made out.
no,
They're not bad, but they're not.
no.
They're only popular because of when they were made.
And I this might be at the time that I grew up. I don't know, but even when I was younger, I liked the best quality stuff. And the cartoons drawn back in like the 60s and 50s clearly are going to look like they're drawn in the 50s and 60s.
I agree with that, but I do appreciate live action movies that were older. Like I would prefer like Planet of the Apes, the
Yeah.
old ones, because because of
really?
the effort people put into the filmmaking. Like they had to dress up and
That's true.
That's why I like
Yeah.
Power Rangers.
Oof.
When I went to the Savannah Comic Con thing and the
Yep.
Red Ranger was there, that was one of the questions I asked him. I was asking him, you know, we've kind of lost the magic in filmmaking because of, you know, CGI and stuff like that. I personally prefer when they had to make more effort. I mean, the movies today we just would not get. I mean, like you look at the Marvel movies and stuff like
Yeah.
that, you have to have the CGI.
Dude,
But you have to appreciate the old stuff.
imagine like a 70s Avengers.
There's something like that.
Well,
man.
yeah, there's some
It's
out there, but I
terrible
mean,
looking.
like, they imagine the story of today's Avengers
Oh, yeah.
movies, but filmed
It
in
would
the
be awful.
70s. Like the Chitauri, like trying to kill all the aliens.
Yeah, it'd be
Imagine what
awful.
that would have looked like, dude.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I can
Lou
see-
Ferrigno as the Hulk, just like, oh!
But I can see what you're talking about with the cartoons, though.
Yeah, I never
It's
really
because
cared
they
for
have
him.
that still background, and then they
Yeah,
do cartoons
yeah.
over it.
Well, and then also, I figured out there's a subconscious thing going on in a lot of people's brains that feel this way. A lot of those cartoon movies from Disney are just paper copies of each other.
Pretty much.
Like they took the same scenes and just added a little bit to some of the characters to make them look different. But like walking scenes and dancing scenes and all that, so it seemed all too familiar, and that was one of my biggest reasons why I didn't like it. It's because it all felt the same.
What about you? What movie you hate?
I don't really hate many. I'm trying to think. There's this one movie. I don't know the name of it. It's about this blind girl riding horses.
What? What are you watching? Hallmark?
No. Had a friend who she liked that movie, and yeah. What is it called though? I don't know, but it was stupid. I didn't like it. I refused to ever watch it again, and I never have.
Oh, my mind went to you liked it. Sorry.
No.
I was like, what are you watching?
Dude, I have an honorable mention,
Okay.
and it's a movie that's so bad that you love it, but it's awful. Believe? The movie that...
Did we tell you that story?
That pastor showed at the church movie
I
night.
want to watch it as a group.
Byron, I love you. I love you. But you already know.
But we got to tell you the story. So
Yes,
we were at
you-
church.
yeah.
We were at church. And he picks out this movie. It's called Believe. You can watch it on YouTube for free now. I looked it up like a few months ago. Well, they started playing it, and I came in a few minutes late for some reason. And was I sitting with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it was hard to contain our laughter.
Dude, this movie got so bad. Like, it was a serious movie. It's about this kid who believes in miracles, which is great. But, like, anything he does, he'll just be like, I believe.
And
then,
he'll pray
like, a
over
leg
it.
will grow back. or
Yeah,
whatever.
someone's leg grew back in
Where
the
was
movie.
he at on Friday night when we had that lock in?
No, dude. I laughed at the... Like, I was giggling through the whole thing, trying to control it. But the ending made me laugh so hard that the whole church started laughing. This little girl got shot. They were in this parking garage, right? And this motorcycle came in and like, pop, pop. And she went, And then she died. And then this little boy goes, I believe. And then she's like, she come back to life. And then just some other, or maybe the motorcycle came in and kicked the kill. Yeah, the motorcycle came in and like kicked the guy who shot her. But it was so weird. I could not contain my laughter. And it's supposed to be a serious movie. Everybody's laughing at this point.
And then the ending was stolen from the God's Not Dead
Oh,
movie.
yeah, it was completely
You remember God's Not Dead?
Not really.
No.
where
So
they text everybody?
at the end, they
Oh,
tell you
gotcha,
to pull out
yeah.
your phone and text your friend, text everyone that you can think of that God's not dead. Well, at the end of this one, this pastor's telling his church to take out their phones and text everyone they can, I believe. just a direct copy of God's Not Dead.
Man, okay, I can say I don't like Christian movies for the most part.
For the most part.
Because they're so bad quality. Now,
Yeah.
that one that
I
you
will-
showed us, that Jesus Revolution one,
Yeah.
Oh,
that
that
one
was
was
great.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, that was in theaters though. That was
yeah. That was great.
That's the guy that plays on The Chosen.
Yep.
So I mean,
That was good. I like that movie.
and then I mean, God's Not Dead. I don't know that I ever watched that
I
one.
didn't care for that one either. It was just kind of...
But like,
Yeah.
now like I will say, as far as series go, like Christian series, The Chosen is that is on my top.
I still got to finish it.
Yeah,
It was good.
so I finished the first season.
You know
I
what-
need to get on the other ones.
It's just gonna make you mad. The fourth season just gonna make you mad where they
Well,
leave
yeah,
it
because
hanging.
I already know where it where it ends
And
up.
I shouldn't be looking forward to that, but I want to see how they portray that part of the story. So now I'm trying to figure out: are they going to drag it out into a season 5 and 6, or are they just going to cut it off at
I
season
wonder
5?
how graphic
Because-
they're gonna get.
Well, I mean, the Passion of the Christ. I mean, surely they can't get more graphic. Well, they might.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think they'll do that for TV though.
So let's talk about that. How do we feel about the Passion of the Christ?
Oh,
I got a funny story.
Did you
about
cry
that
at that
It's-
one? Did you
it's-
cry? At
oh,
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
No. I got two funny stories.
Are
about
you
that one.
really saved?
Yeah, I am.
Do you really know Jesus?
Let me tell you what happened with that movie. I got a reason.
What was you? Never mind.
Okay, so we went to when that came out. Several churches I think got free tickets, anyway. I don't know if we got free tickets or not, but it was a bunch of church people that went. I went with my mom and dad, and before the movie started, my dad, he snuck in Cheez-Its, right?
to the Passion, he snuck in Cheez-Its, dude.
Dude, he snuck in Cheez-Its. You know how movies are. They're ridiculous.
Oh,
I snuck
man.
in stuff to the movies the other day. Anyway, what? I ain't paying that. I am not paying. I paid for a drink. Anyway, I used to work at a theater, by the way.
So did I.
I would just let people bring, except for one time there was a Medea movie. Somebody brought in a whole bucket of chicken and left the bones scattered. They could have put them in the bucket. Anyway, back to the Passion. So we get there. The movie hadn't started. No previews have started. The lights are still kind of on, but they're dim. My dad pulls out the Cheez-Its, and he lets them slip. Okay? It's dead quiet in there. Like, nobody's talking. And it's just, I think everybody's preparing for what they're about to watch.
Right.
And just slowly the Cheez-Its start falling out. It's like, tss, 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 tss. And instead of just like picking up the bag, he just let them all go. But he felt guilty then and thought we were going to get kicked out of the movie theater. So he went and picked up every single one of them while I'm laughing. My mom's laughing. The people in front of us are laughing. So that was funny. But then I did feel like a sinner later because I sat in the middle between my mom and dad. And I don't know how old I was when this movie came out. I don't remember when it came out. But it gets to the part where they're beating him. And they're both holding my hands and they're like squeezing them like that. And I'm just like, why are y'all crying? I don't know how old I was. I'll keep that in mind. But now it's hard for me to watch.
I can tell you how old I was in 2004 when that came out. I was in 5th grade, and I was 10 years old.
Exact year.
Okay. Well, okay.
And the only
if you cried.
the only reason I remember is because at that point in my life, I didn't really realize like there were people who were actually, I didn't know what it was called. Like I didn't know they were called atheists and that kind of thing. So I remember it vividly because I asked my 5th grade teacher, I was like, are you going to go see this movie? And he kept telling me no.
I'm an atheist.
Basically, he didn't use that exact terminology, but he basically let me know he like didn't believe in God and stuff. So that's always kind of stuck out in my head.
Were you confused? Like,
I actually,
what do you mean? You
I
don't
actually,
believe in
and I think I was because I guess at that point, you don't, when you're younger, I guess, I don't know, you don't think about that kind of stuff. Like I hadn't really been around a lot of people at that point in my life that didn't believe in God. Yeah. I've always been children's church, always hung around. Most people I knew were, so that to me, it kind of floored me a little bit, but I remember that movie very vividly, and I cried at 10 years old, Kim, because I at least knew what my Lord and Savior went through, Kenneth.
Well, now it's very hard for me to watch. I actually bought the
Good.
movie and haven't opened it because it's hard.
But
It's a
you
hard
know what
watch. It really is.
It really is a hard watch. But you know what I will say about that movie? They portrayed Mel Gibson did wonders with that movie. Like the devil,
that was his point.
The devil in that movie. I still
that freaked me out.
I still have trouble watching those parts when the devil person comes around because that right there,
little devil lady, and
creepy
a little baby, and it's all creepy, smiling. Like,
normally I do show that at Easter.
Well, go ahead.
I normally do. I obviously get parent permission because that's an intense movie. But
especially since we have 6th graders.
Well, I showed it in one youth group I was over, and I mean, even students were crying by the end of it. And me and one of the chaperones, we were sitting there, just tears like streaming down our face. But the students, I think it even made the students realize, like, they
What are you doing?
we're trying to figure out what you're
What are
doing.
you doing?
I was just looking at my phone.
Anyways,
You want me to tell you what I was doing?
but no.
We're at 50 minutes.
Oh,
We can see.
Oh,
yeah, we have the timer over here too.
okay. My
And
bad.
you didn't think this one would go that long,
Cut
Ken.
that.
We haven't
We
even
haven't
gotten
even-
to the next topics.
Well, we should cover that real quick, though.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Digital
So,
versus physical.
Let's segue with this. That we can not announce, but we can definitely say like the amount of ways that you can watch things now is crazy.
Yeah.
Like it's just Netflix, Amazon Prime,
Right.
like it's just wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And then you could just download stuff. So, well, with that one, Ken had this idea to bring it up, and I like it. I want you to start because we want to hear your opinion. We know each other, so the what do you prefer, or what do you think is better? Digital media, like being able to stream something or download it or whatever, or physical?
Honestly, though, that's hard because both of them have their pros and cons.
Yeah.
I feel like as far as digital goes, I don't like the aspect of it that you have to be connected to Wi-Fi, like or have good signal if you're out traveling or something.
true.
I hate that part of it. So in that aspect, I would rather deal. Now I'm not saying no VHS because Lord knows back in the day we had to wind them things up.
But they live streamed the moon landing to the whole world. Weird.
Anyways, moving on. So really, I don't have a preference over one of the other. I think it's just depending on the circumstance and where I'm at. So if I'm traveling, I'd rather take like a DVD with me if I have a computer that's capable of playing DVDs, which I don't anymore. But most cars don't even have CD players in them anymore.
It's true.
But I feel like they were more reliable until they got scratched. And then that's the downfall with your DVDs. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of in between on it. I don't really hate one or the other, but they both have their pros and cons.
Yeah.
So, but honestly, I like the convenience of digital now.
That's so nice.
But I also don't like that you have to have so many different subscriptions to so many different services because every service doesn't have the same stuff.
Yeah.
And that does get annoying and costly.
It's true.
But I mean,
Corporate
like
America.
that part. So I mean, but I think it's good. Like, you know, I'll use Disney Plus as an example. Like, kids now don't have to go out and buy the DVDs.
That's
they don't
true.
have to go
We
out.
don't have to go buy the
Right.
VHS.
And you know what? That is so satisfying. That little crunch.
Yeah.
Open it, so they'll never get to experience that. Unfortunately for
Although
them.
I'm a firm believer that closing a DVD case is much more satisfying than opening one.
Very much so.
That click you get.
Very much. I could go on a tangent about Blockbuster right now. That would be a good segue to
Well, you saw
Blockbuster. But anyways,
Redbox just went out.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know because
Digital.
streaming is taking over. I mean, it is what it is. But
They should have known it was happening one day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
absolutely.
surprised.
I'm sure they knew they had an expiration date, especially since Netflix
Yeah.
was there first, and then Netflix went digital. And
but yeah, it honestly I think it depends on the scenario for me. But I do like the convenience of
yeah.
Well, so I know you're a huge digital person.
It's about the only progressive thing about me, Ken.
Yeah. Explain. Is it just convenience?
It's convenience mixed with
It's just convenience.
I think it might just be convenience, perhaps. I don't have to go to Walmart to buy
Right.
this specific movie or show that I want to watch. I can turn on Netflix and
I hate it. There's no good behind it besides convenience.
Yeah.
You
But
don't-
I will say, in the long run, though, I see what you're saying. Talking about going to Walmart and stuff to buy it, it's so much cheaper to pay for the subscription where you can
If-
watch it over and over and
if
over again.
nothing
Yeah.
good came out of COVID, being able to stream everything I wanted to was it.
All right, so I don't like digital at all. Like, I mean, I use Netflix, stuff like that. I've finally converted to Spotify.
Right move. Correct move.
And I don't buy movies anymore
No.
unless it's something. No, I haven't bought a movie in I don't know how long. But I don't like the fact that physical media is going away.
Yeah,
I hate it, especially with video games.
I agree.
Anything really, even movies go because you don't truly own something.
Right.
And with me, I sell a lot of stuff online. So like, video games right now are ridiculous in like resale price. So, and on top of that, digital stuff. I don't know if you've heard like recently Call of Duty. You know, they took down some skins and stuff, like some downloadable stuff, just because which I get it. Some guy had some allegations against him. The guy it was for. But all those people that have paid for it, you no longer own it. You don't own anything digital.
Right.
You only have you pay for the rights to watch it while they let you have it.
Yep.
So there's no resale value.
Exactly.
You don't have anything tangible. You can't collect anything. There's the only thing it serves is convenience and the fact that you don't have to have clutter in your house.
That's nice too.
But see,
But now I will say I still have all my VHS, all my DVDs that I've had since I was a kid. I mean, I'm not getting rid of that
I
stuff.
recently had to get rid of all my stuff, really. Like the just for making room
You
for
could have just sent it to my house and I would have held on to
well,
it.
it's before I knew you.
Oh.
But I hated it. But I took pretty much most of my DVDs, unless it was something I really loved, and put them all in a big binder.
Yeah.
And got rid of the cases. But like, I read an article today. You know, vinyl records are on the like rise again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I collect those, but I've set like a limit to what I collect because of how expensive it is and the room.
So
well, my dad has a whole collection of nothing but record albums, and he has a record player.
So when it comes to music, I think being able to stream music is superior only because of the convenience of being able to listen to whatever I want to at any point in time.
I agree with that.
However,
big
comma, I do believe that the sound quality of a record beats
absolutely
stream quality.
100%.
With that,
100%.
I've just had to be careful with it because you know how expensive it can be.
Yeah.
So I limit myself to one is the album. Will I play it all the way through?
Yeah.
Because I'm not taking time to skip any songs. Two, does it mean something to me? So it either has to mean something to me, like a big deal, or I'm going to play it all the way through. That's really my kind of thing on it. But real quick, I saw something on the way here earlier. CDs are on the rise. I never thought
That's
was going to
weird. What?
Wait, what?
CDs tripled sales versus digital downloads. Now this
Really?
This is not streaming. You're talking about digital purchases.
Right.
So
Basically, like Apple Music
streaming
and
is
stuff.
still on the rise too. So that you can't. It's not including Spotify. This is like when you buy a digital album, you pay for it so you can own it. It has tripled the sales in the first half of this year. Because people, and they say the cause of it is Gen Z. You know, they want something tangible. They want to have something.
So
that
funny,
could take me
dude.
down a whole different rabbit
So
trail right
funny.
there.
They're
want
dressing like
something-
90s people. They want all the cassette tapes.
Welcome
and
to the 90s, man.
Dude.
But
I'm part of it.
But
though.
I am.
I haven't bought CDs, but
I mean, I've still got
lately.
my CD album in my car, and the only reason I don't use them is because my car doesn't have a CD player capability anymore.
I pretty much only
And
buy.
I do miss that. I will say I do miss that because I could put in what I wanted to play.
Yeah.
I could fast forward because I'm not paying for Spotify. Y'all know this. You understand this. We've had this talk before about Spotify. Me not paying for the Spotify, but nonetheless, I like the CDs because I could, whatever I'm in the mood for that day, I could literally just throw that CD in, leave it on repeat, and it would just.
Yeah, there was an album I was looking for the other day that like the only way to buy it is to find the record of it. You
Really?
can't stream it. You can only you can pirate it, which I don't want to do that.
No.
But it was an album that I used to listen to, but now I have no way to listen to it.
Did you ever collect the Now CDs?
No.
No.
Dang.
Dude, that's like the infomercials that you'd wake up to in the middle of the
Right
night.
at 3 o'clock in the morning, Celine Dion.
Like, wait.
I don't know.
Make that
I'm
sound
not.
again.
Nah. Nope, because I know what's gonna happen. But CDs, I don't know. But yeah, you're right. Gen Z's they want something tangible now,
Man.
Yeah.
and we could do a whole youth podcast on that, but we don't really have time for that. So
Nope, not tonight.
Nope. In
Nope.
fact, I think we'd
good talk, gentlemen.
beat this one into the ground.
Thanks for watching. Yep.
See ya.